Geneva Conference sheds light on drastic human rights violations in Iran through 2018. Horrific human rights violations in 2018 all across Iran was the topic of an international conference in Geneva held at the United Nations European headquarters on Thursday. A slate of prominent dignitaries and experts attended the conference in Geneva, Human Rights Record in Iran in 2018, providing their input on the mullahs' atrocities against the Iranian people. The summer 1988 massacre gained special attention as speakers called for justice and accountability against those officials, some currently in power, for the massacre of over 30,000 political prisoners, mainly members and supporters of the Iranian opposition group, the MEK. Rémy Pagani, former mayor of Geneva, was one of the speakers at this event. US urges UN to bring back restrictions on Iran over missiles. The United States on Thursday accused Iran of carrying out 3 missile-related launches in defiance of UN resolutions, and urged the Security Council to bring back tougher international restrictions against Tehran. In a letter to the Council, US Acting Ambassador Jonathan Cohen warned Iran's activities were destabilizing the entire Middle East and risked triggering an arms race. US Commander: Iran strives to be a regional hegemon. Iran remains the long-term destabilizing factor in the Middle East, a top US commander said Thursday. US Central Command Head General Joseph Votel told Congress their efforts are not limited to the support they provide to the Houthis in Yemen. They strive to be a regional hegemon and use malign influence qualitatively and quantitatively, expanding capabilities, facilitation and support to multiple proxies to exert pressure and threaten other countries in the region. Britain to grant jailed UK-Iranian mother diplomatic protection. Britain said Thursday that it will grant diplomatic protection to Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe, a UK-Iranian dual citizen jailed in Tehran since 2016, citing a lack of due process and access to medical treatment. Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt said in a statement, "I have today decided that the UK will take a step that is extremely unusual and exercise diplomatic protection." Hunt added, "This represents formal recognition by the British government that her treatment fails to meet Iran's obligations under international law and elevates it to a formal state-to-state issue." US lawmakers renew bipartisan bid to press Iran to free Americans. US lawmakers are making a renewed bipartisan effort to pressure Iran into freeing at least 4 Americans and 1 US permanent resident, viewed by Washington as hostages of the Islamic Republic. One is a resolution that calls on Iran to unconditionally release US citizens and legal US permanent residents being held for political purposes. The other is a bill that lawmakers say would empower the US president to impose sanctions on American hostage takers. It also calls for elevating the role of the US Special Presidential Envoy for Hostage Affairs to the rank of ambassador. Labour groups in Iran asked for a 5-fold increase in minimum wage. 3 independent labour groups in Iran have demanded a minimum monthly wage of 70 million rials for the coming Iranian year. Based on current free market exchange rates, the requested amount would be equal to approximately $540 monthly. The Free Union of Iranian Workers, the Committee for the Establishment of Labour Organisations, and the Kermanshah Electrical and Metal Workers Union cited the leader of the official coalition of labour unions as saying that the minimum subsistence needed for workers is around $400 monthly. Currently, the minimum wage is less than $100 per month.